We are out here in real life. We are going to have a IRL because many people in a different world. So I thought I'll give you guys a look at it. As you can see, I am walking across the field. I am on my way to the store. And feed me. Apparently, I had a seizure yesterday, and when I fed the cats, apparently I fed the cats, and now I do not have enough food for the rest of the month. So, unfortunately, I must carry a 18 and a half pound bag of food on my back. Now, unfortunately, the store, we always lose signal. Unfortunately. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Dragon Mama. Oh, it's not windy here at all today. It's a gorgeous day. Mid 60s. It's just the shortest way for me to walk to the store is to cut across this. Well, we had a good connection. Wants to be a bit of a problem. There's the local water tower. And that's the field that belongs to the Mennonites. They're horrible neighbors, by the way. Oh, yeah, Sherry, it's a gorgeous day out here. So that's why it's charged. I don't have to have it till later tonight. And I saw that the signal was good. So I thought, well, might as well let everyone at least share the trip up there. But yes, this is Kentucky. Now, as you see, there's no neighbors over there. And if you turn back around here, you see a beautiful dogwood. And there's another beautiful dogwood. And behind those pines resides where I live. Yes, because you see, those dogwoods are mine. And that property you see back there, that is my farm. I just have to kind of hairpin around when I go to the store because I have an obnoxiously long driveway. So you can see up here the Kentucky sky, and it is gorgeous. And that should be alfalfa this time of year. They'll grow a cover crop of hay, and then later in the year they'll plant it all in corn. Now, if you look back over here, what you see in the distance, that's more of my place. So like I say, I have to walk out of my driveway the opposite way I go, and it adds about a half-mile walk. I always start the live as soon as I get out of my Wi-Fi range because I've got my Wi-Fi kind of centered to give me maximum range so I can do live streams and stuff at my place. In fact, I am just barely out of my Wi-Fi range right here. If I hop that fence right there, I'll be in range of my Wi-Fi. But yes, this is the middle of nowhere, Kentucky. Now, this place and that place over there, they did not exist when I moved here. So since I moved here years ago, I've had two people move in near me. But yes, the dogwoods are in bloom, and they are quite beautiful. We have a couple more down here I'll stop and let you get a better look at. Now, ages ago, this has been late last century, a truck hit that guardrail and went right over there into that ditch. I was coming home at about 4 a.m. with about a pound of weed with me, and this whole place was shut down with cops and emergency vehicles. Now, the other thing that made that interesting is that spot right there, I own that. So the fatal accident happened on my property. But yes, that little clump, what's on the other side of that guardrail, I own that. Now, let me try not to get run over and cross the street so I can show you something else. You see that pond in the distance? That's on my property. That's my pond. Where I tell people, I have thousands and thousands of fish. It's all over there in that water feature. And the woods beyond that are mine too. So we have basically, this whole time, we have been walking the perimeter of my property. Now, I've got to get back over where I'm properly supposed to be walking so I do not get run over. Well, this is in real life Appalachia, Kentucky. Love it or leave it. And there's a better picture of it. Yes, you see all of that over there? That is my property. And that is my island. You see that little island right there? That is my island on my pond, and down there is my woods. Now that fence right there is my property line. So like I said, this whole time up to this point, we have been walking the perimeter of my farm. It's near Somerset. We are in Pulaski County. In the grand scheme of things, near Somerset, but let's put it this way, it would take a day at least to walk to Somerset, because Pulaski is the largest county in Kentucky by far. Well, I used to own 33 acres, but after Mother died and all of the ensuing court battles and bullshit, I went from 33 acres to 20. But like I say, you see, that's my neighbors on this side, nothing but field. Now, this is the place that has the little horses. But apparently they've got all the little, hoping they would be out, we would have visited them. Because that's what I thought I would do instead of, normally I try to walk this as quickly as I can, so I thought since it's pretty and nice, I'd let new subscribers sightsee. When I'm quiet, I'm trying not to get run over. Yeah, like I say, when you hear me not talking, that's because I'm paying traffic and making sure that someone's not going to run me over because they're too busy on their phone. Like right now. Now, right here is a lovely dogwood in bloom. Like I say, look how gorgeous that is. And then as you can see behind my place, nothing but woods. Nature. My place is a wildlife transit zone. I keep people off it for the most part, and animals can come and go as they please. I'm just another part of nature there. Now over here, there's a bunch of hunting dogs, and I get to hear them bark in the middle of the night. Yes. Yes, you can hear them. We can't see them yet, but it's basically a trash dog mill. You know, a lot of people raise dogs here and sell them on the internet. And they've got a bunch of females chained up, and they bring in males to breed them, and then they sell the hunting dogs. And you can see their kennel over there. But yes, this is how I know when coyotes are around, because this kennel over here starts to go nuts. And then I have to get the rifle out and make sure it's loaded and listen real well for coyotes, turn everything off, and if I hear Wiley, well, Wiley just has to go away. Here's a drainage ditch. And as you can see, this property across from me is quite extensive. And normally, like another couple months, that would be nothing more than a giant field of corn. Now I want to turn and show you something, but I'm trying not to get ran over at the same time. Because being run over sucks, by the way. I'm imagining and where that last house is, those woods string around to all of this. In reality, I could walk through the woods the entire way to the store and have to hop like 3 fences. It's a whole lot easier to just walk a little extra and walk down the road. And as you can see, we do not have leaves on the trees yet. You know, the dogwoods are the first thing that comes in bloom. They don't stay in bloom long, but when it does, it's gorgeous. The speed limit of the road here is 55 miles an hour, but it's not unlikely that people will be doing 65 or 70. That's why my first thing is always make sure not to get killed. And the woods that I mentioned, you can see them back there. And like I said, they string all the way up to my property. And that's the right, you know, where people will say dumb shit about me. Yes, I will hunt Bambi and I will hunt all sorts of other things because I stopped hunting ages ago. But in the last 2 years, because of crisis of everything being insane, I've started hunting again for meat. We hear a fine Kentucky dog. It's going to come right at me. And yep, 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 yep. Mid area. And you can see the typical Kentucky yard. We've got gym equipment. We have a tractor that looks like it needs a horrible amount of work. We have a pile of rubble. And you have the dog. And the dog goes woof. She was thinking about running over me. Now, over here, as I say, you know, those woods, they string over here. And about a year and a half ago, someone put a house way back in there. And they're fond of their American flag. I do not know them. Because like I say, they are a recent addition to our community. Now, that was the house we were hoping to get my ex-girlfriend. It was for sale recently, fairly affordable. But that will not be. For one, the house is sold, and two, the girlfriend is gone. I am single, and I am not ready to mingle. Now, there's an old 1960s house. There's a lot of those types of old bricks around here. Well, yeah, we're going to depend on signal. We're running off IRL data. Now, many times on a sunny day, we will have a lot of connectivity problems. Things are pretty decent today. Now, that is a trailer that has been turned into a home. Now, we're approaching the McCoy compound. You remember the Hatfields and the McCoys? Well, their descendants are living right here. And they have their very own compound. And generally, everyone in the universe around here is afraid of them. Now, typically, they're afraid of me, but them and I are on cordial terms. Except for a couple of them, and I have a policy with that. They can go fuck themselves. Just saying. So, yes, over here we have a trailer, a shed, another trailer. That's where Granny McCoy lives. Granny McCoy is an angel of a human being. As you can see, there's a small fleet of McCoy vehicles, and you can see there's another trailer behind. And they're the ones that don't like me, and my policy is fuck them. But yes, this is the McCoy property and compound. Looks like they got the garden already going. And you see that spot right there? That's where they sit there and target practice. And they shoot that target right there. Now over here, you can see another dogwood, and there's another house. That was an old wooden one that's been refurbished. And you can see the property that attaches to it. As I've mentioned before, I could actually go through my woods all the way to the store if I wanted to. I would just have to hop a few fences. It's just easier for me, especially since I have seizures, just to walk down the road though. And then that's on the McCoy property too. Those are the attaching woods. And through those woods, you can walk over to the next street. Yeah, Noodles does have a naughty mod. To get off my IRL subject. I'm not going to say who it is because I do not know if they blocked you or if it was an accident because, accidents happen. I recently have had an accident. It's undone. Now you have a 1980s trailer home over here. You got some silos back there. You got an old farmhouse way in the. Now, this field usually has donkeys in it, but the donkeys are not out today. A baby donkey is one of the cutest things ever, oddly enough. Oh yeah, Crystal, I'm going to the store. It's just I had devices charged and it was a lovely day. And there's so many of my subscribers that are not American or live on another side of the country and they have never seen Kentucky before. So that's just kind of what we're doing. I'm kind of stopping and showing sights and scenery as we go. And the little donkeys usually drink over there. It's just unfortunately I'll have to end it at the store because I can't get any signal in the store. As soon as you try to go in the store, you immediately lose all signal. Otherwise, I'd have you with me the whole trip. But I tried that before and it didn't work. So yeah, this is like a short 30-minute live of roadkill. Looks like that bird did not have a good day. It is not a happy bird. And then over there, like I say, you see more woods and land. And like I said, all those woods, they attach back to my property. And that's why I tell everyone that my place is a wildlife transit zone. Because they'll cross my farm, cross a creek, and then they will go to another set of woods. So my property has an unbelievable amount of nature. And I don't bother the nature. And if the nature is out there many times, I'll let it do its thing. I'll let a deer cross or whatever. Now, coyotes, on the other hand, are a problem. So they have to go see Jesus. Well, actually, this is deceptive. We're on the top of a strip-mined hill. Now, you can't see it now because we're over the rise, but this whole area is nothing but hills. Normally, you're walking uphill or downhill wherever you go. Around a year and 4 months ago, they built this store. And like I say, this is the top of a strip-mined hill. So they basically cut the hill off. And that's why this is fairly level. So fortunately, since they built this new store, I'm not having to go up and down hills every step. Because people pay 55, but they'll do 65 and 70 down these roads when they can. And this one is a fairly straight one. With you, but we're having signal connectivity issues, and it would just end up a pain in the butt for the both of us. So thank you for coming. Thank you.